What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So, like I said in the other video, we're going to be working on the JZ. So I went ahead and I've got all the motor mount bolts taken apart. So all bolts and nuts, all that sit down there. Now we're going to try to, what I want to do is just slightly, hopefully this works. I don't know if it will, because I really don't want to pull the whole motor like completely out. So I'm going to just try. Let me see if I can set my camera up here without it falling over. Is I'm going to try to lift the motor up just enough where I can slide the motor mounts out, and then I can get them out, then I can weld them up and get them all fixed, this and that. Don't know if this is gonna work. Bad thing is the transmission is basically like touching the firewall. I'm gonna have to, I'm not gonna cut the firewall. It needs to be beat in because, well, let's see, I'll show you. I mean, you can kind of see right there, it's touching. So what I'm going to do is, when I take this transmission out and put the other one in, I will bang the transmission tunnel up some right there to give me some room to clear. Oh man, I don't think I got enough room. All right, I know. Let's see. There's always a way. We'll get us the big pry bar out here. So get a big pry bar and maybe slide the motor forward a hair. We'll see. Like I said, don't know. Yeah, that's not working. All right, lower it back down. Just a hair. Like I say, really don't want to take out this whole motor because, you know, just trying to be, I ain't saying I'm trying to be lazy, but trying to like get this done. Because I mean, you can see motor mount's loose. All it is where it's sitting, the shaft bolt that goes up through the motor mount, because that's like 1 inch long, and I got about a 1/2 inch showing. All right, well, give me a minute. Let's see if I can figure out something. If I can figure out how to wiggle this around, then we'll go from there. Okay, so really it was just sticking, but I jacked it up and jacked it up and jacked it up, and then they just fell out perfectly fine. Now, again, anybody that watched the video from a long time ago, yes, these look like crap, but they work. So this one sits in just like that. Now, yes, it's towards the edge, but that's fine, because what we're going to do is, of course, this is a lot bigger, but all of this is going to get reinforced, gusseted, all that kind of stuff. The outside will get plated along here and all that stuff. So, because like, it's hard to describe. So that falls over. So this mounts to the motor mount of the S10. The 1J slides over top of this and sits right in here. Then this goes up, put the nut on the top, holds it in. So any of the bracing needs to be from the top of the nut down. So not a lot, all that kind of stuff, but we're gonna brace it all the way around, completely welded up. So I guess I've got a whole bunch of 1/4 inch plate steel right there. Here's another piece. So needless to say, just time to start cutting and all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take the jack off of this so I can slide the truck back as far as I can get it for now. Give me some room up here to weld. So let's go ahead and get on this, because this is gonna take a lot of cutting, but it's all good. Got plenty of metal. Let's get this boxed in and get it strong, because it's got to hold this horsepower, so we got to get it tough. All right, well, it's the next day. Kind of got busy, but I went ahead. So there's the one motor mount. Now we're not like nowhere close to being done, so this will go in the back, this will go on this side, this will go over here. Should work. I always emphasize on the should. Boxing all that in, so we got to finish welding this all up, and then we'll box it in, all that kind of stuff. This is going to take a while, so I'm not going to bore you with the actual welding of it, but I'll show you in a few minutes once I kind of get a general idea of how it's going to go together. This is kind of rough cut. I probably might have to trim up some more as I go, but let me go ahead, try to weld up some, and then we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you see it in a few. Turn this fan off. A little smoky in here. So it's almost together. Still got some more welding to do. Now again, the motor sits flush on the top of that. Got a lot more welding to do. I would be welding outside, but we have the remnants of, what is this? Whatever the heck hurricane this is, Elsa, whatever. So it's a little bit rainy today, and it's supposed to start really getting bad here in like an hour. So it's kind of hard to weld in the rain. So back to welding in my tight little shop here. But we're gonna finish welding this up, clean it up, paint it, and then that one will be done. So, and I don't think that's gonna go nowhere. I mean, it's a lot of welding, 1/4 inch plate steel. I think it'll hold up. Man, it's hot. It's like 91 degrees and like 100% humidity. It's like ridiculous. All right, well, back to welding. Because like I said, this right here took me a minute. Took a little more trimming, but we're gonna get back to that. And hopefully we'll get this motor put back in here, because like right now it's leaning. So let's finish this motor mount up. Other one's somewhere around here. Oh, there it is over there on the floor. All right, I'll get back to you when it's done. Well, it's much later. I've been, my body is sore. Been on my hands and knees, like crawling around. So basically, I've got the whole thing kind of back together. Let's see, get the light on there. I mean, there's the motor mount right there. Plated up. I got one bolt in that side, and I got one bolt on the other side. So when I went to put it back in, the motor shifted. That's why I've been wrestling with it for a while. And then I just wasn't in the mood to record because I was wrestling with this thing for probably too long. Doesn't help that this thing's like laying on the ground, basically. So it was making it really hard. The transmission slipped off the cross member. Then trying to get the jack underneath this thing was a nightmare. I managed to bend the firewall up a little bit. So now there's a little room in there, because before this was touching. So there's a little room in there now. I'm still going to do more work to it. But, I don't know, yeah, you can see through the glass. It's late. I'm tired. So we're going to pick this back up tomorrow. We're going to get working on this tomorrow. Now here's the bad thing, is this is still, it's still raining and windy and all that stuff from the storm. I don't know, watching the weather, and it says that it might still be raining tomorrow. They're still like unsure how whatever. But when we get up tomorrow morning, because I have tomorrow off, we're gonna get back on this. I was hoping to do some work outside too, but if it's raining, we're just gonna continue to work inside. I got some interior work that I'm gonna do on this, so we're just gonna pick it up in the morning. All right, catch you in the morning. So it's the next day, it's daylight out. I think I said earlier in the video about, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, about rain possibility. So let's see if I can get in here. Here's today, later on this afternoon. So it's supposed to start raining around 4. It's gonna get real bad about 5. And let me go to where the drag strip is, because I was actually going to also in this video is go outside and get the Silverado ready to race. Well, yeah, so here it is where the drag strip is. So same thing, 4, 5, 6, and the racing starts about 5, 6, 7, and it, you know, goes all the way to 10. So needless to say, I don't think I'm going to be racing, because there's no point of me driving an hour to the track when it's gonna rain, because this is still the remnants of Hurricane Elsa. It's supposed to rain here later, it's gonna rain out there later, so we're gonna go ahead and just continue working on the 1J Blazer. Now I decided last night I'm just gonna leave the motor. It is bolted down, it ain't bolted down like, you know, it was before, because this motor will come out again. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go ahead, I'm gonna set the camera up, and we're gonna try to get the seats out. So the passenger seat is already unbolted. We're gonna get that out. Then I want to get the driver's seat out also. Because I want to, the seats are trash here. Let's go ahead. I mean, there's the driver's seat. It's garbage, it's trashed out. The back seat in this thing is like mint perfect. So we're gonna keep the back seat. But I want to yank the front seats out, and I want to take the stock sliders off and keep those, so when we put like race bucket seats in here, we can still keep the stock sliders that mount right to the floor in the perfect location. So let's go ahead, get these seats both out, because they're just going to go in the trash can because they're trash. So let me set the camera up somewhere, and let's get them things ripped out. All right, so I got them out. They were real simple. I mean, just 4 bolts. Now I need to get these 4 bolts off. This one's probably under here. Let's see if it's the same. I don't think it is, because that looks a lot bigger than a 15. Oh, I can't reach. That's probably like 12. 13 something or other. Like I said, woo, trying to keep these. Yeah, so that's a 15. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these so that way when I get racing seats, just makes it more comfortable having sliders. Now I don't know, I've had a couple different style racing seats before in my life, So I'm not exactly 100% sure what kind I want to go with. I've had at least in this. Now when I do the Silverado, yeah, that'll probably be a little more hardcore of a racing seat. But like in this, yeah, yeah, grab the American, and of course it's metric. All right, so I've had NRG, I've had race equipped seats, I've had a couple different things. I would really like to get some brides, but brides are expensive as I don't know what. We'll just have to see. I wouldn't mind, you know, I'd put stock seats in here, like out of something that's nice, you know, like something that has bolstering, you know, something that's a race style seat, you know, Evo, GTR, something like that. Some nice seats, but hey, we'll worry about it when that comes. So first, let's get these brackets off. I need to switch to metric sockets, so give me a second. Okay, so 13. Now, I know, like I just said, you know, about the seats and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I've had a lot of, man, these things are in there. I've had a lot of skepticism, and all with this truck. I mean, come on. So, it's a Chevy body with a Toyota motor. It's going to have a Nissan transmission. I'm not putting serious power down when I get this done, so I'm pretty sure the rear end is going to be fine. If I was going to like really up this to serious power, I think I would have to put a better rear end in it, which would probably be like, you know, a Ford 9-inch or something like that. But I think the whatever that's underneath this thing, 10 bolt, whatever, I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than enough. So the fact that if I put seats out of some other car in here, who cares? I mean, this thing's already going to be a minimum of 3 vehicles. You know, Chevy, Toyota, and Nissan. So what's another part? Don't care. That's part of the fun of this, is building something that's totally different, something that's off the wall. I mean, if everybody built the same kind of car out there all the time, that crap will get boring. So, do something different. All right, one more bolt, and then this seat bracket is done. Now, got to this. Woo! That could have been close. And what I like about these is both of the mechanisms still work on them. So they're gonna still work just like the stock original slider. So there's a stock slider. I mean, yes, it's gonna need cleaned up. I mean, these things are rusty as crap. But there it is. I think next we'll get that one off, of course. I don't know. Oops, dropped a piece. I know I need to tear this dashboard apart too, so who knows. Let me see how long this video is right now, and then we might go ahead and at least clean the interior, start ripping some apart. Yeah, what's in the dash? Nothing. Never even opened it. I'm actually surprised. That's why I want to do this. Is this dashboard is in really good shape. I mean, there's no cracks. It's dirty as I don't know what. But I mean, look at this dashboard. it is in excellent shape. I mean, there's a little crack right here, which isn't bad, but overall, this thing is in awesome shape. Door panels are, I mean, both door panels on this thing are good shape. I mean, body-wise, I mean, the paint and all that kind of crap, body's kind of crappy, but like the interior on this thing is mint. So that's what I was saying. Yeah, I rod knocked this motor when I bought it, so we decided to change plans up. All right, well, let me get back to work and I'll see how long this video is going, and then we'll probably pick up something after I get this seat done, get it torn apart and get them seats. I think my trash can's full. Well, we'll get them thrown outside for now. So, catch you in a few. So, I got all these off. We'll just set these on top of the car, which I just spent all that time the other day cleaning all that, but we'll get to that in just a second. So basically, the seats are trash. My trash can is full, but we're gonna get these out of the garage for now. Alright, well, that's done. So, next, which I'm gonna do that off video, is all the stuff that's on top, which is the seat rails, the lights, the stock 1J wire harness, which I'm keeping for now. This is gonna get a Wire Specialties wire and harness. But all of that is gonna go up in the totes up top there. But I think we're just gonna end the video. It's not getting late. I'm getting hungry. Gotta give me some lunch. I'm hungry. Not sure what we're gonna do next video. I have a part showing up in the mail today for the big Blazer. Not the fuel pump. Fuel pump will be here in about 2 days. Something else. So we might work on that and just start doing some stuff, and then actually, what next video we're going to work both Blazers. How about that? We're going to work on both Blazers. We got something we're going to mount on that one, kind of get some stuff started. Then we're going to go ahead and start tackling the interior of the 1J Blazer again. So, stay tuned, because we are going to be, I'm going to try to get a lot more 1J Blazer content out, because I'm waiting on parts for everything else. Yeah, I already said this before. Everything's on back order. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this video of 1J stuff, because there's more to come, because we're getting on it next video. So, all right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Catch you in the next video.